my lovely fluffletubers have been wanting me to watch the second part of the Eastern European stereotypes. So, one lovely fluffletuber took some time to actually do some digging and find me the second video because because when we watched the Western European one, that wasn't the second one. And they found out that it's actually this Balkan stereotypes, and that one's split into two. So when everyone was telling me to watch the second one, they actually meant this Balkan one. So I've been told. Today we're going to watch the first part, and then on Thursday we'll watch the second part, finally, of the Balkan stereotypes. I'm dying.
The Balkans.
Oh, he's not his little cartoon self. It's a real person. Oh my gosh.
When it comes to dysfunctional regions on Earth, very few come
Oh my god, look at the dumpling in the background. I want one.
close to it, except for maybe the Congo and wherever the hell most live leak videos were uploaded from.
Going to Brazil.
Yeah.
Going to Brazil isn't that bad, and it's fine. This is fine. We're just on a boat with it's just a plank with two chairs. It's perfect.
Yet, the Balkans proudly hold that title, consisting of 12.5 countries, dubbed the powder keg of Europe. The Balkan Peninsula is a geographic equivalent of the butterfly effect, where essentially calling your neighbor a beaming bonobo ends up in the Germans and the French cutting each other's throat with a rusty knife in some Belgian forest, which name sounds like you have something stuck in your throat. Now, for many this might seem odd, as practically the region is inhabited by a bunch of white people who practically look identical to each other, who eat the same food.
What the? Wait, was that just
the same food?
What in the hell is that? For a second, I was like, is that, ooh, that like looks like pasta. And then, nope, it's just a pan full of cigarettes. Mmm, delicious. You guys want some fried cigarettes? I put the perfect amount of oil and salt and pepper, I promise.
Food, live in the same dilapidated communist apartment blocks, and they speak a language...
$2,000 a month, by the way. $2,000 a month. You can hit the arrow keys to rewind the video. What? Yeah, I knew that. And I knew that. Totally.
Similar enough that they can understand each other without using English or whatever the hell this thing is that these people call a language. Yet they absolutely hate each other with a burning passion and exhibit the utmost pettiness towards each other. With the region being in such an anarchic state, it is no wonder that the place would create some of the best and most high quality stereotypes and jokes against one another. Many of which have made it to the internet, corrupting the youth of the West. Now, if you're not from the Balkans, you might be confused as to why is this pink-haired anime femboy being represented as a wannabe German? Why is this chimp always saying that he is the ancestor of Alexander the Great? And most importantly, why were the Greeks in Paris? But do not fret, as someone who calls this dumpster fire of a peninsula my home, I feel that it is my civil duty to explain every single Balkan stereotype to you in an effort to spread Balkan influence across the globe. So, without further ado, let's begin.
Okay. Every freaking time I try to see who accepted the rules, I click it and unaccept. Yeah, I've done that. Except for me, it doesn't matter, so. I don't have to accept my own rules.
When it comes to Slovenians, the main way they are represented online is as well femboys. When being talked about online, you'll often see them represented as Astolfo, an anime trap character from the anime series of Fate Apocrypha, and followed by some caption like the most masculine Slovenian or some shit.
Slovenian getting called gay for the 300th time today. What? What? The Serbs hate the Bosniaks, and the Bosniaks hate Croatians. Croatians hate Albanians. Albanians hate Bulgarians. Bulgarians hate Romanians, etc., etc. Oh man. Hopefully I said all those names right. Probably didn't, but you know. Oh no.
Now, this meme originates from a Yugoslav stereotype about Slovenes being feminized and unmasculine. Most of this stems from them essentially being different than other ex-EU nations. Now, on a surface level, Slovenian and Serbo-Croatian is a quite similar language. However, when spoken, Slovenian has a way softer and less harsher tone. Therefore, it is given it a reputation amongst ex-Yugoslav nations as being a more feminine dialect of the language.
What?
And, well, language in general. And also, while most of the Yugoslavs were under the Ottomans, being turned into sweet little shish kebabs, the Slovenes were stuck in the HRE, sipping wine, and fighting about who Jesus loves more.
Oh my god.
Thus, from a perspective of many of their ex-countrymen, they are seen as being kind of more delicate and weaker, as they haven't had to live in the same shithole as they have. Which, as a result, in a completely non-homophobic fashion, gave them the reputation of being gay and femboys, far before the internet even came into existence. Like, my mom is 57 years old, and when I showed her a Slovenian meme, she completely got it, without any explanation needed. And if I show her any other meme that isn't a boomer meme with a
fast way to get fat, 8 letters. Marriage. I've heard this before. You freak. Everyone's like, when you get married, you get fat. Like, okay, but why? And then some say it's because you're happier, so you don't care. What do you mean I'm tired? No.
Characters have comically large noses and spew like, wife bad. She looks at me as if I killed someone. So, you know.
Croatia.
When it comes to Croatians,
Aw, that looked like a fun little celebration. I want to do that.
all of the stereotypes associated with Slovenians also overlap with them, as they also speak a more softer dialect of Serbo-Croatian. Well, that being Croatian.
So precious. And most importantly of all, you're my good boy.
Oh my god.
They aren't really
So wait, why am I just gathering that all of these stereotypes are just a bunch of femboy stuff? Because that's all I've been hearing is just femboy for everything.
seen as femboys, but rather virgin beta males who get stuffed into lockers and suck up to the teachers.
Ja posjedujem rješenje.
I have the solution.
U oči šmiga.
First, notebook.
Drugo,
Second,
na cilja
aim
šmiga.
at it.
Treće,
Third,
popuši šmiga.
you suck it.
Isuse Kriste prostak.
Profesore, ja bi vrištao kad bi video teroriste I onda bi mu skočio u krilo.
This stereotype again stems from a slightly different history than the rest of the Balkans had gone through. Croatia was under the Ottomans for a way shorter time compared to the rest of the mental illness cluster, and for most of the modern era they were loyal subjects to the Hapsburgs, which basically—
What the frig was that? Funny thing is how Croatia is now a rich man's playground with casinos, nightclubs, and nude beaches. Oh, I went to a nude beach before. It was okay. Mostly I liked that there was no kids. That was great. But there wasn't really like a lot of people who actually went nude. So, yeah, it was interesting.
Basically pushed this meme of them being bootlicker betas,
What
unlike
the-
the Serbs, who took Ottoman stakes like real men. Additionally, in meme culture, most of the Balkans will be depicted as non-white, meanwhile, the Croats will be depicted as the pastiest MFs on earth, and also as being racist. Now, contrary to popular belief, no, the stereotype doesn't originate from them browsing some questionable Telegram channels. Rather, it stems from World War II, where Croatia adopted fascism and allied themselves with the Axis, and committed some of the worst hate crimes on earth that even the Axis thought was too much.
Oh, damn. They're like, nah,
Which,
we
if
out.
you think about it, fits perfectly with the virgin beta male, so...
This fish be puffing back. A fat dart. Keep it up, bro. What the hell? I did not. I did not get nude. No, I was not brave enough. I was not brave enough.
Now, Bosnians have a lot of stereotypes associated with them. The most prominent amongst the ex-Yugoslav nation is that they have big heads and that they are extremely cocky despite having an IQ lower than a banana.
Crazy hamburger!
What the hell is that?
Hamburger!
Thus, in
Where was the burger in that? There was not even a burger. What the hell?
Hamburger!
Thus, in most Yugoslav nations, the jokes being thrown around the table on family gatherings are about Bosnian stupidity. Usually the main characters of these jokes will be two characters called Muja and Haso, who will end up doing some mundane, everyday things in an extremely hickish way.
Bosnian plumbing?
Now, it isn't really known where this stereotype originates from. Some theorize that this stereotype comes from Bosnia being a very rural society where their neighbors basically thought of them as hicks just because of that. Much like in the US, where most of the South is thought of as being rednecks.
Hey, Patrick, what am I now?
Stupid?
Texas!
No, I'm Texas.
Let's go!
But much like the Slovenian fanboy meme, this stereotype also dates back to the foundation of Yugoslavia.
Serbia!
Yes, Serbia, the greatest country on earth. When it comes to God's favorite country, Serbs are usually stereotyped as being ungroomed barbarians who eat nothing but meat and raw onions.
Really?
And then wash it down with the vilest of brandies that is almost 90% alcohol. And then they
Oh, not raw onions. Why do people insist on eating raw onions? It's gross. Bleh, it's gross.
go on a murder spree, killing anyone that does not partake in their tradition of consuming raw onion and pig fat chips. Now, most of this stereotype originates from Balkan countries outside of the Ottoman sphere of influence. The ones in the Habsburg Empire usually thought of the Ottoman Empire and the Yugoslavs within it as being quite uncivilized and brutish due to the Ottoman Empire, well, the Ottoman Balkans sprawling with banditry, and it was quite underdeveloped compared to the Habsburg realm. They also saw most of the Yugoslavs living in the Ottoman Empire as practically inferior, as they were being ruled by non-Christians, and a lot of alien traditions were imposed onto them, which quite drastically different than most of European traditions and day-to-day life. Alongside that, the stereotypical brute image also stems from the picture of the Chetniks, who were essentially a nationalist guerrilla fighting group during World War II that boasted a quite ungroomed look.
Oh my gosh! Look at him! Wow! That's too much. How is that not uncomfortable? Like, I'm trying to picture myself with that, or like feel myself with this kind of beard on my face. And I feel like it would just be so uncomfortable. I can't even stand when my hair like is around my face. I can't.
Bushy and long beards, who consisted of nothing but meat and ungodly amounts of liquor.
2 shots of vodka,
The Serbian
That was only 2 shots, guys. Remember that.
war criminal meme also started to stem from the Balkan Wars, as the Balkans in the early 20th century were in particularly violent and unsettling region where countries would constantly gang up on each other and then ethnically cleanse their newly obtained territories.
What
Amongst
in the
the other
world?
Balkan nations who partook in this, Serbia also had their programs of Serbianization, particularly in their provinces of Kosovo and Macedonia. However, the stereotype really started to flourish during the Yugoslav wars when Serbia did a bit too much of trolling the civilians.
Holy
On the
moly!
internet,
Go, go,
you will
go!
see the depictions of Serbs stemming from these origins, usually depicted as brown-skinned brutes who boast something about defending Christianity in Europe, blah blah blah, war crimes. You know it?
Bro,
I know it.
Wait. Wait, was that someone snoring? No way. Is that sound from someone snoring? Holy shit. No way, I'd have to make them sleep outside.
Your grandma knows it. Lazy! When it comes to the Montenegrins, everyone in the
Go back, it was someone snoring. Look! Look at. Hold on, where did it go? Ah,
You
shit.
know it. I know it. Your grandma knows it.
Your grandma
Lazy! When it comes
Why
to the
did I miss that
Montenegrins,
before?
everyone in the Balkans unanimously stereotypes them as being sleepy and lazy.
I
After
think
the Bosnians,
I
they are the
screwed
second
up.
most-
Hold on. Yeah, see, he's snoring there. He's snoring. Holy shit! I could not put up with that.
You know
Wow.
it. I know it. Your grandma knows it. Lazy! When it comes to the Montenegrins, everyone in the Balkans unanimously stereotypes them as being sleepy and lazy. After the Bosnians, they are
Hey.
the second most made fun of people.
What do you mean? That's me. I'm sleepy and lazy. Aren't a lot of people? I thought a lot of people were.
The territory of ex-Yugoslavia. Everybody in the Balkans knows at least one joke about how a Montenegrin does something half-assed just so he can avoid working. Much like the whole
I don't know, that
Bosnian
looks
stupidity
awesome.
stereotype, the origin of this one is also quite unknown. Some people have theorized that it is because Montenegro has a quite Mediterranean climate and warm temperatures and also a lack of arable land, that
oh
when
my.
visitors would go over there during medieval times, they would see them as kind of just hanging around rather than working in the fields, which gave them the title of being lazy.
Lazy.
Last but not least,
No
we have
way.
the country that makes Greeks fume at the mouth, that country being none other than Macedonia. Now, if there exists a
Macedonia.
nationality which just simply being mentioned to a Balkaner makes them grin, that would have to be Macedonia. Many in the Balkans find the existence of this country to be extremely hilarious due to their language being extremely similar to both Serbian and Bulgarian. The main difference being it
Okay.
has simpler grammar and uses archaic words, which basically makes the language sound hilarious.
Последното возење кире печијаревски да ти јебам мајката и на кире и на тебе кретену глуп пичка ти матери.
Oh
Practically
my god.
both nations, Serbs and Bulgarians, call them Serbian/Bulgarians with a speech impediment. However, the Macedonians see themselves as the ancestors of Alexander the Great and ancient Macedonia despite their unmistakable Slavic origin. Thus, many in the Balkans find this extremely hilarious and satirize them severely.
Oh my god.
Македонски цар Стефан и владетел на Ромеи, Влахи, Арбанаси, Серби. Ако е он поставен за македонски цар, државата не може да биде Србија. Значи државата е Македонија.
Now, the most famous meme regarding Macedonians is depicting them as monkeys and calling them Monkedonians. Essentially,
Oh
the
my
name
god.
Monkedonian is a play on words. However, it does have a little bit of depth to it. Predominantly in the Balkans, the word monkey is used as an insult when you want to call someone silly or ridiculous or just dumb. Thus, many in the Balkans deem Macedonians as monkeys due to their unique takes on history. And yeah, those would be all the stereotypes regarding the ex-Yugoslav countries. Make sure to like and subscribe because next time we'll be going over all the other Balkan stereotypes outside of Yugoslavia. As per usual, I wish to thank all the members for continuing supporting the channel. If you wish to help me make more and better videos, consider becoming a member like these lovely people: Craig Zeeves, Mickey D, Pavan, Anthony Newtube, Roland S, Emanuel Danchila, Andrei Sorin Parskev, Pulraz, Remberlads, Jože, Borat,
VTuber,
Evangelist Gru, Adam Cube, Mate Radu,
so
Raj,
cute.
Exalted Hitty 45, Burker 1237.
Sounded like he said salted titty, and I was very confused for a second.
Kazimirs, Engineer Sibius, Von Kale 47, Otto Ringo Larry Crackpipe Xander, Kyle Wilcox, Alfredo Jimenez, Foji88, Not Regular, Piotr, Sword of Seals 33, and DMN. My name is Janos, and you watch Living Ironically in Europe.
So many people.